What is up, Edison Duelists? This is Dionysus, aka Young Puds, coming at you guys today with some more shameless hype beast Gigavise content. And folks, it finally happened. This card right here, Eradicator Epidemic Virus, finally came down, reared its ugly head, and was able to resolve against me. So let's see how this match played out. I think a lot of you have been wondering, well, what happens to Gigavise if your opponent flips EEV? Is there any recourse? What can you do in this situation? So our opponent here seems to be playing some sort of virus Blackwing type of build. Definitely scary, definitely a problem. We're going to go ahead and start off our turn with an upstart goblin, fire a gold sark for lone fire, and then just set 2 and pass. I'm going to hold off on hidden armory just to see what else we can draw. In hindsight, however, probably correct in this case to just go ahead and get the DDR right now. But I think I'm thinking that, okay, well, depending on what my opponent does, I might not want a DDR. I might want to hit an armory for the supervise, because Solemn Judgment, Raigeki Break, plus another Raigeki Break, the odds of surviving long enough to just hit an armory for supervise are pretty good here. So defensible play, but I don't know. Looking at it now from where I'm sitting, I probably want to go ahead and get the DDR right away. Here our opponent is going to set that value, set up these viruses as well as Dust Shoot. What a toxic 3 cards to set, folks. We're going to draw Mark of the Rose for turn, and then at this point we are going to go ahead and hit an armory for the supervise, just wanting to go ahead and wait to get the lone fire to our hand. We're going to set that second Raigeki Break. I'm kind of thinking, okay, well, we can use one Raigeki Break, destroy back row, a second Raigeki Break, destroy back row. Solemn Judgment deals with the third. That seems all right to me. So we're going to pass. Our opponent is going to draw value, swing in for 800. Of course, we are going to take that. No reason not to. He'll set Mirror Force and then pass it back to us. He could go ahead and collude to trigger Deck Devastation Virus, but of course he's going to hold off. I'm sure he wants to get off the EEV against us. So we are going to get that Lone Fire Blossom to our hand, and unfortunately we are going to be met with Trap Dust Shoot. So I'm going to think for a little bit, and here what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm going to Raigeki Break, discarding the Gigaplant, targeting 1 set, and then I'm going to chain another Raigeki Break, discarding the Lone Fire Blossom. So now he's not going to have anything to put back with Dust Shoot, so just trying to preserve our cards a little bit. And then here we are going to hit an armory to pick up the DDR, and then just pass. So next turn, I'm going to mark to take whatever he has face up, and then DDR to get the Lone Fire back off and combo that way, feeling very insulated with Solemn Judgment. He is just going to go ahead and swing for 800, and then here we are going to draw another DDR, which is perfectly fine. Anything that we draw, we're discarding no matter what to get the Lone Fire out. He's only got 1 set. We have Solemn Judgment. This is a terrifically safe play. We've also dealt with both of these viruses. So that is the thing with the viruses, is they're very powerful cards if they can resolve, but especially Eradicator Epidemic Virus, a 2500 Dark Monster is a little bit of a tall order. You kind of have to hard draw your Fusilier or your Kozaki or whatever that card is. You have to hard draw those cards, or you have to find your way into the Whirlwind with Collude with something big enough to tribute. So it's not a guaranteed. It does take a little bit of setup to resolve. So that kind of is the one thing that I think keeps them balanced and keeps them from just absolutely ruining my day nonstop all the time. Here we are going to go ahead and miss off the power tool, so we just have to summon out the Gigaplant, normal summon it, and bring out Titanial. We're going to swing in for a bunch of damage. He does have the Mirror Force, and of course we are going to negate that. Yep, we have the Solemn Judgment, so we are going to live another day and then swing in for a ton of damage, leaving our opponent at just 700. Good thing we upstarted, giving him an extra turn. So he does draw a Blizzard of the Far North, which is not going to be particularly useful. This hand is just not going to be able to out what we have going. He needs to get the value off the board for one thing, or otherwise, we're just going to mark, take it back. So even if he has, a Blizzard with Collude, You know, he could run over the Gigaplant or the Power Tool. You know, maybe he goes summon Blizzard, attack over Power Tool, Brain Con, force me to tribute off the Gigaplant, something like that. We're still just in a commanding position. So we're going to go into game 2. Unfortunately, I have seen that he has the viruses, so I'm definitely going to put in my decrees to try and play around them. Now here, he does end up hard drawing that Fusilier. He also has the very hateful skill drain, but none of that is really going to matter. He is going to just flip up that EEV and decimate our hand. Actually, more than decimate. You know, people kind of use decimate as a word incorrectly. What it actually refers to is in ancient Rome, if you had a Roman legion, decimation was a punishment where 1 in 10 soldiers would be killed. And so in this case, it's not really decimating because I'm not losing 1 in 10 cards. I'm losing my entire hand except from this now dead Gigaplant. So kind of unsurprising here. We're getting hit with an EEV for our entire hand, and we are just going to scoop. Nothing else to do. I actually did go ahead and lie. I said 6 spells in hand in the chat, but there was a Gigaplant. Doesn't really matter. We lost that one either way. No winning whatsoever. So now we're going into game 3. I'm happy to be going first, but I'm a little scared because I'm seeing that, well, I'm not having immediate combo access, which means I definitely have the potential to get absolutely blown out, dunked on by EEV. Also, of note, I know from our view here, we did see that our opponent was on Black Whirlwind and Blizzard and everything, but all we saw in game 1 was a Vayu, and so I did assume that it was actually like a Vayu Turbo virus build. So I do have DD Crows in here. So honestly, pretty happy to mill the DD Crow. The alternatives could have been much, much worse. We're just going to be forced to pass, and I'm just, you know, really like all we can do in this situation. We don't have any outs to EEV. I just have to hope that my opponent doesn't have it going. And unfortunately for us, he does draw the EEV, but, you know, silver lining, he's just got 5 traps to back it up. Here I'm saying, all right, well, summon Shura, and then I see him set a couple, so now I'm worried about Shura Kalut to trigger the EEV. We do draw a giant Trunade for turn, which is going to be fantastic, but we are getting hit with the Dust Shoot. No tricks with Raigeki Break discards this time, so we're going to lose the Gigaplant. Honestly, folks, if you find yourself in this situation, let your opponent keep the Gigaplant. I know it feels weird, but the Gigaplant in my hand is bad for me. Copy Plant actually is super, super live. Now I can draw into SSN and still win. I could, you know, have SSN. All the combos involve SSN, but having Copy Plant in hand is definitely better than having Gigaplant in hand. So small mistake from our opponent. I don't think it super, super matters because we are still definitely behind. We have no board control whatsoever. And I do top deck the Gigaplant because I didn't shuffle my deck afterwards. We can confirm that in the log if you like. See, return Gigaplant to top of deck, and at no point did I shuffle my deck. So we shuffle that Gigaplant back in, we draw an Upstart Goblin, and then the Upstart Goblin does get us to Lone Fire Blossom. So shout out Lone Fire, always coming in clutch, always showing up in my hand right when we need it. And then here we just have a very nice path to victory. So we're just going to summon Gigaplant, go ahead and bring out the Copy Plant, go for a Power Tool Dragon. Even missing here isn't so terrible. We're in a very, very commanding position, even into our opponent's 10,000 life points with that Mark of the Rose DDR combination in hand. We'll get that second Power Tool off, revealing 1 of each equip. I don't really care what I get. We get the Mark of the Rose. That's totally fine. We'll steal the Shura DDR for the Lone Fire and go for Titanial, and that is going to be GG. Especially scary because our opponent's next card was that Fusilier. So I think this really highlights, like, yes, Eradicator Epidemic Virus is absolutely scary, scary, terrible, huge threat against our deck. However, there are some costs associated with it. While you can blow out your opponents with it, you are making your deck considerably worse, and you know, playing a considerably worse deck is dangerous against the Gigavise deck. So here, you know, I will admit, definitely drawing that Lone Fire was clutch. Finding Giant Trunade was clutch. We very easily could have gotten blown out a 3rd time by EEV, but hey, we didn't. So let's see if we can take that good energy on to the ladder with some live duels. Let's see if I can get some redemption for my errors, my mistakes that I made yesterday. That was a pretty quick match that I had to show you guys, so I'm really liking these live duels, and from what I'm seeing in the comments, you guys are too, so I really hope you're enjoying them. Q is taking a long time this morning. Here we go. All right. Let's go ahead and turn off these so we can see what's going on. It looks like our opponent here is EEREESS, Eres, I don't know, rating 638, 1537, so a seasoned player. You know, I see XP like this, I'm thinking, oh, this is probably a decent player. Maybe they just don't have, maybe they have a life. Maybe they're not just dedicating all their time to grinding dueling book. So what do we have in our opening hand? I'm seeing a Dust Shoe. I'm seeing a Raigeki Break. I like seeing these. I'm seeing Foolish Burial. That seems really, really good too. We have the Mark of the Rose and the Gigaplant, which is also a nice combo. So there's a lot of sixth cards that we could draw with this hand that make it very, very good. I definitely wouldn't call it an underwhelming hand. And then here we are. We are going to be facing off against some sort of Gravarose deck. I am assuming that it is going to be, you know, something like Titanial Turbo or something like that. So interesting kind of decision point here. I definitely don't really want the Gravarose to stick around. I think I kind of want to just go ahead and do something like Foolish Burial for Lone Fire, Mark of the Rose, take Tribute. I don't know about that. This is in standby phase. What if we go set Raigeki Break, set Dust Shoot? We'll Dust Shoot in draw phase. In draw phase, we'll Dust Shoot. And then depending on what they have in hand, we can decide if we want to Raigeki Break the Gravarose. That seems pretty good to me. I like that play. That's what we're going to do. Wait. Draw phase. Draw phase. In draw phase, Dust Shoot. Okay. Super interesting. Fragrant Storm. Target one plant type monster. If you do, draw one card. So this is super good against us. Botanical Lion, Cactus Bouncer, Gravarose. I'm thinking I want to put back the Cactus Bounce. Ooh, you know? I'm thinking I want to put back the Cactus Bouncer. And then on res, no. RB on of Dust Shoot. Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. Had to do it to you. I don't want any dandy tokens making your Botanical Lion more powerful. I don't want any of that. That Fragrant Storm is actually pretty scary. He can use that against us to destroy a Gigaplant we leave on the field, something like that. So we definitely have to keep that in mind. Drawing another Raigeki Break here is so bad. All right, go ahead. Now he's just gonna get it. You know, we don't really have a choice. Yep. Can't stop it this time. Really needed a good draw there, and we didn't. Okay, sending Dandy makes me feel a little better. We're gonna take a bunch of damage here. I'm sure he's summoning the bot lion at this time. He could even be, maybe he Fragrant Storms now. I'd like him to Fragrant Storm, honestly. Get rid of the token. No? Okay, just swinging. That's fine. Playing around Torrential, I like it. Yeah, no reason to commit more to the board, honestly. Setting another back row, setting two back row. Okay, one of them has to be the Fragrant Storm, right? Draw. Judgment. Bad. Very bad. Not helpful at all. Not helpful at all. Guess just set Judgment pass. Jeez. Now I can send a Lone Fire too. Okay, so if he does something like summon Bot Lion, maybe we judgment that and then Raigeki Break on the attack. That could be fine. Oh, he's just going to go really wide with Dandelion. Are we tribute summoning a Titanial? I think we're tribute summoning a Titanial, which is something that I 100% would have to judgment. No question about it. And that feels terrible, folks. That feels really, really bad. Okay, we're just Fragrant Storming. We're drawing more cards. That's fine. And does draw Lone Fire Blossom. No, we're going to have to judgment that. That's terrible. Do you have a if you have the judgment for the judgment, like just or a dark bribe or whatever, scoop, that's fine. Okay, all right, sure. 1900. We live on 2. And the bot line. And okay, big upstart. Big upstart. That really ain't it, folks. Wow. Okay. I don't think he's going to be able to put out, you know, probably just summon the bot line if he wants. Raiden now. Yikes. So now no matter what, I have to deal with Amaryllis, which is probably just, you know, the fastest way that we lose. Like, honestly, dog, I was gonna be like, just negate it. 2 tokens. I see this person is a man of culture as well. I think it's really worth making sure you're summoning the correct tokens. It just feels nicer. I used to not care about this, and then I started summoning the correct tokens, and ever since then, now I'm just like I see that normal scapegoat come out, and I'm just like, ugh, so uncivilized. You guys know what I mean? Like, it's just not as cool. That is a big, beefy bot lion. I can't even mark the rosette. Not great for Ux, folks. And, you know, and even if he gets this Amaryllis off, that's just it for us, right? Okay. That's an SSN. I guess we haven't completely lost now. So what does this play look like? By main. Well, we have to Trunade. And if he stops the Trunade, then... Oh, Pollinosis. Very cool. Very cool. That's not actually very cool. All he has to have now is a singular real trap, and we lose. SSN. Okay. Let's get Lone Fire. And then we are going to mark the rose to take the Amaryllis. Do we allow that? If he stops this, we lose. Okay, no. All right, cool. Lone Fire. Tribute Amaryllis. Summon. Jeez. Like, we're just so behind no matter how you slice it. How about summon Lone Fire? Tribute. Man. Summon Lone Fire. Tribute that for Copy Plant. And then battle phase, I want the tokens gone. Okay, good. We can go to the next game. We can go to the next game. I wanted to like maybe get rid of the tokens, then we put a power tool in defense, but like we're super friggin' behind there anyways. So I am perfectly content to just keep it pushing. This seems like, oh, hello. Seems good. That looks great. Get the decrees up, get a Book of Moon up, MST. AAU is going to be nice. Yeah, I think this looks good. That was scary. That was scary. It was cool that we had the SSN, but I really don't think that was quite enough gas. You know, maybe we could have like made Black Rose there, but then like we just have the Foolish Burial, which is just not going to be enough. Just not going to be enough. All right, this is a foul, disgusting, vile hand. Never mind. It's kind of sick with Nettles. I don't want to just leave a Gigaplant on the field. What if he does that, like that drawing spell card? So I think let's just set 2 and pass here. We have the Decree, so I could pretty safely get the Super Solar off in the future, should I need to. And maybe we... Dog! This is brutal. This is brutal, folks. Really, really bad for us. We knew that was a possibility, but maybe we hold the Book of Moon there, but I don't know. Like, just the Lone Decree seems really weak. Okay, he has Lone Fire. That seems bad for us, folks, but remember, we did side into AAU, so that is going to significantly increase the number of draws that we have that are going to represent combo. So, definitely not out of it yet. Titanial, super bad for us, but of course, we do have... oh my god, and Black Garden, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. You know, Black Garden tokens trigger, we can tribute them for SSN. Do you guys know that? I knew that. 2 sets back there. Yeah. We have to. We have to. That has to go. And we're just going to be counting on Black Garden tokens to activate SSN. That's what I'm thinking here. I want the second Lightning Vortex in case he has like Furt or something. Mark of the Rose is also like a nice Titanial out. So I think that's going to be best. I mean, also with Mark of the Rose now, if we get like another plant to summon, we could even like we could summon the plant and then he gets the Black Garden token, and then we can Mark of the Rose to take the Black Garden token. Man, Black Garden's such a cool card. I played a lot of Chain Beat back in the day, and I'm not talking about this Winged Rhinos trash. That deck sucks in Edison. It's not good. Chain Beat is so nice when you have Wind Up Rabbit, you have Evil Swarm Thunderbird, and then you do play Tenki to search Rabbit, and then you also play Brotherhood of Firefist Bear. And then if it's after Judgment the Light, you can play Trap Chicks Mermelio as like a one-of to just like search more traps and generate advantage. And it's a really sick deck. It's a lot of fun to play. It's not super good. Where's that Rose token? That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's like there's the official one. I don't know. We'll just use that. No, bro found it. Thank you. Yep. I don't know what he's getting, but we're going to get the Rose token out no matter what. A little 1400 attack Titanial. That's not too scary. He could do that, and I wouldn't be mad. Mostly I'm just stoked because SSN is live. I still have to deal with these back rows here. That's going to be a problem. I'm sure one of them is Polynosis. Yeah, just another Titanial. Makes sense. We take 600. Youch. Okay, Gigaplant. Not super great. What can we do here? Super Solar on the token. Man, Polynosis just dunks on us, huh? Let's Mark of the Rose first. Yeah, okay, good. And then I think we just want to swing for 800. Yeah. And then main phase 2. Tribute set Gigaplant actually seems pretty good here. I like Tribute set Gigaplant. I like it. We still have some future plays here, but if we can flip some of this Gigaplant and it's at 2400, that's just going to be really, really strong. And our opponent is not going to have a lot going on. Hopefully. Yeah, see, he doesn't have Furt, he doesn't have anything, and we drew Heavy Storm, folks. Let's go. I almost want to hold the Heavy Storm until we get another Black Garden token. But that seems unfathomably greedy. It's probably not correct. I think we Heavy Storm now. Like, especially while it can potentially get through. See, yeah, there's a Polynosis. That was definitely correct. We'll just swing for 2400 here. And... You know what we lose to is we lose to Mark of the Rose. We lose to Mark of the Rose. We lose to that, too. Oh, man. Bro's hand is just full. Bro's hand is just full. Bot Lion, very strong. Big 1900 damage coming right at our face. Very, very scary. Very, very scary. Draw. Burt. Super good draw. Super good draw. What are we scared of here? Another Polynosis? Any real back row? Do we have to Lightning Vortex right now and then just bring back Gigaplant? Gosh, that seems really terrible. But we just lose on the spot to Polynosis. I don't know. This is a tough matchup. This is a tough matchup. Bad things are happening to us. We know that's an Amaryllis. He doesn't have trade-in. Maybe we can sneak out. Maybe his deck has too many bad cards. And Hidden Armory. Look at that, folks. Fantastic draw. We just swing. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Go ahead, dog. So many things here. Just really just dunk on us. But Foolish Burial. Would you look at that? I don't want to commit into Polynosis, say a face up, right? No, it just says tribute 1 plant monster. Okay. You have to swing there. Dandy. That's 2 tokens. That is 2 tokens for our friend. Polynosis is live once again. I don't want to commit into something terrible here. You know, we could, Polynosis says, we could Foolish Titanial and then summon back Titanial off of Furt. And that plays around Polynosis. What does that play into? It plays into Torrential Tribute. That's fine, because then we can just hit an Armory DDR, get Nettles, swing for game. Yeah, I'm doing that. All right, perfect. Perfect. That's fine too. That's fine too. Now he can't tribute summon Amaryllis. It's only 1 Polynosis left. What else could he have? You know, Spiritual Wind Art is actually a pretty big threat. That would be very scary to run into. I should have waited to activate Foolish Burial, given him a chance to misplay. Arc of the Rose. Okay. What's your set, sir? Probably another Dandelion. Just attack your token. And that is going to be it for us. Like, I want to normal summon the Gigaplant now, but no, can't be doing that. Oh, Furt. Bad news. Bad news for us. Yeah, that's fine. And Bot Lion, too. Very bad news for us. We live. We live, but not by much. Yeah, I know. I know the Furt goes, bro. That's okay. Ooh. SSN. Okay, no help from that. Man, we can't even mark twice with Hidden Armory because we don't have enough plants in grave. I think that's GG. GG, well played. Very cool deck. Yeah, like we couldn't get there. I didn't see a Lone Fire Blossom the entire time. That's what happens. Oh, you know, earlier there we could have hit an armoried for the autonomous action unit when we still had more life points. Oh no, that was definitely correct. Oh well. Well, let's play one more. Let's see what we can find here. Let's see what we can make happen. That was a brutal loss, folks, but shout out to my opponent for playing well. Shout out to me for hashtag young punting. Again, not searching the HA. Oh, no, see, that's refreshing. This is, guy says, Gigavise guy. Hello. Please don't cuss. And we'll send the Dandelion. And then normal summon a Lone Fire. Lone Fire's effect to summon a Lone Fire, and then use Lone Fire's effect to summon a Titanial. And then we'll pass. Allure. What do we have? Vayu, Black Wings, Teledad. Oh god. You know, why can't we every time we're queuing up today, we're just queuing up into disgusting nonsense. The Norleras deck, dog. Dog, the Norleras deck. Very scary. Very, very scary. And then reincarnation for... Oh gosh, dude. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Is he special summon the Greffer? Oof, oof. Okay. Not so terrible. We already have Copy Plant out of the way. We already have Titanial out of the way. So that is going to significantly reduce the number of bad draws that we have. We also have the Dandelion going to the graveyard, which means that we are going to be able to find... we have some tokens. So in these kind of top-decking war situations against this deck, if you're resolving a Dandy, that's good news. We can draw Miracle Fertilizer, which is going to be very, very strong here. We can draw... even like in this simplified game state, finding a Mark of the Rose is super, super good. Lots and lots of stuff that we can draw. And we're really, you know, we're not so far behind. Set a Threatening Roar. That's perfectly fine. That can buy us some time if we need it later. He only has this. Oh, he does have the Vayu and the Plague Engrave. Jeez. I was about to be like, oh, well, maybe it's not so bad. Damn, dog. Damn. Do we go ahead? Maybe he probably fires the Vayu now. Yeah, we go ahead and Vayu. Yep. Summons the Armed Wing. Does he summon the Plague too? That's fine. What is this? It's just blank. Oh, and the Aaron. Yuck. All right. We'll take those. We'll take those. That's fine. Then mills 3 in end phase. Dark Creator. Gigaplant. Wow. We would be... Well, yeah, he's Plague. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, this Norleras deck is really scary. I was actually not siding DD Crow for quite some time. I took the DD Crows out of my side deck. I was like, this deck, I don't want to play it. And then I like ran into like 3 Norleras decks in a row, and I said, okay, there is just no way I am ever not going to side at least 2 DD Crows. Big think. Take your time, bro. That's fine. Did he put something back for Plague? Yeah, he did. Okay. Just making sure. Thought Ruler, terrible for us. 1600, 2700. Yep. Take it all day. We take it all day. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to draw a Hidden Armory or a Supervise next. And then we are just going to pass, and he's not going to put... Okay, Threatening Roar. This is just moving the clock back by 1, so that's totally fine. But we're going to draw a Supervise, and then we're going to draw any monster, which admittedly is Nettles. Exactly. Okay, so we're going to draw Nettles and Supervise, or Mark of the Rose. 1627, we take that. Oh, we're dead to Caius now. Oh well. Maybe he's not on Caius. The Raven, disgusting. Okay, Furt. Huge. Actually huge. I don't see a single Necrogardna. Furt. Titanial. Get rid of Thought Ruler. Delete it. Get it out of here. We're so back. We're so back. We've never been this back ever before in our entire lives. What do you get here? Rhoda, Plague is gone. Rhoda is considerably less scary without a Plague Spreader zombie in the mix. Necrogardna. Okay. So see, like, we've got 400 life points, but bro is on the ropes. That's fine. That's fine. Get that Gigaplant out of my hand. Give me a fur, and then we're still getting an extra card next turn. We are so back. We're so back. Titanial even negates Caius, if it comes to that. Yeah, no, we could just deck him out, guys. We could just deck him out. God. Or we could just win. Or we could just win the game right here and now. Bert, activate. Is that fine? So fine. Supervise, activate, declare. Look at that. Look at that. I don't care. I don't care if you have the Norleras FTK. It is a FTNK, a first turn not kill. It was not enough. It was not enough, folks. Okay, so against this deck, I like the DD Crows, obviously. We like the Chalice. Mirror Force, bad. Dust Shoot. I think I want to take out Heavy Storm. What if he puts in Royal Oppression, dude? I don't know. Take out the Dust Shoot, too. We're going second. Dust Shoot seems really bad if he FTKs us. But we're going to draw a DD Crow. So we're going to be fine. Okay, that's not a DD Crow, but there's a Dandelion at the very least. And if he doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't have the FTK. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh, dude. That is amazing. You might as well set the Chalice here. Like, you might as well set it. We'd feel so silly. Like, if we get Heavy Stormed, fine. Whatever. You know, you have it. But we'd feel so silly. Otherwise. Card destruction. No, dude. No. No. I want those super solar nutrients. Well, obviously, we Raigeki break. And we'll discard that and pop that. Okay. Cool. 1, 2, 3 more cards. Oh, that's so fine. That's so fine. What are you doing a token for? I know I get tokens. Okay, 2 Fan of Chaos and Dad dealt with. Feeling good, feeling great. Trade in. Go ahead. 4 darks. 1 more and Dark Creator is online. Monster Reincarnation is also a live dad here. That's worth noting. Recharge, discard your Aaron. Sure. Sure. Norleras is in the graveyard, folks. Big scary. Dark Creator now represents the Norleras combo. Keep that in mind. So probably here. Oh, okay, so yeah, reincarnation. Dude, I would have reincarnationed before we do that, and then like that. Yeah, that's fine though. You can go ahead and reincarnation. You get your Dark Creator. And then he summons the Dark Creator. Summons it in attack. Really good for us. Probably summons it in defense though. And I think you just go for Phantom of Chaos, then Phantom of Chaos tries to copy Dad. Summons it in attack. This is good for us. Yes, that is fine. Yeah, this is where Chalice is really good. Yep. Banish 1 Phantom of Chaos for Greffer. For Greffer, sure. Okay. All right. Interesting. Thinking. I don't know. He's probably got a second Dark Creator in hand. We'll let the Greffer go. That's all 3 Phantom of Chaos. What could he be doing? Plague, Brio. No, I'm not even worried about that. He doesn't have enough cards to support it. Is he's just gonna try an Elfin? Are we gonna get Eradicator Epidemic Virus? Is that the plan here? Battle phase? Yeah, go ahead. You're good, dude. Yeah, you're fine. He is scared of Mirror Force. So that's an Eradicator Epidemic Virus for sure, right? Yeah, of course it is. Spell. Sure. Sure. Here, what do we do? We just Titanial, and then he'll have to Greffer. If he has another Dark in hand, okay, that's fine. Put it there, sure. If he has another Greffer, he can summon Brio or play a Brio. But he'd have to discard a Dark and then stack for the Plague. So Brio isn't even a threat. He could Goyo Crash with the Titanial. That seems really bad. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. And we had the Judgment too, dog. We have the Judgment too. I'm not worried. I think this is actually a pretty good position for us, all things considered. All things considered. He could put another Vayu in and then make like Silverwind the Ascendant and crash. Let's see what he mills for cost. I'm not stoked about it, but sure, whatever. I'm thinking we don't have a Dark. I'm thinking he doesn't have a Dark. What could this card in hand be? It could be a Norleras. It's possible. That would be a Dark. And what, he added Lila? No, he added Raikou. Okay, so if you're adding Raikou, you must have an answer to Titanial. Surely you have an answer to Titanial if you are adding Raikou. But I am like, you don't. We're in such good shape here. That is a DD Crow that we drew. That is so good. Nice. Okay, so now we can just Lone Fire for Gigaplant. And then we can normal summon Gigaplant and use its effect. And then here we're going to go ahead and Lone Fire tribute itself for a Dandelion. And then we'll go battle phase. Dandelion attacks that. Just mill. Yeah, dude, just mill. Go ahead. Milling Dark Creator, is that the second or the third one? The second one. And I am a little concerned about Gores. Gores would be really bad for us here. Good chance it's Gores. That'd make a lot of sense. That would be a Dark that you wouldn't want to discard off of Greffer. It'd be more valuable to have the Gores. I think Bro has Gores. I think Bro has Gores. Also, the fact that like he didn't attack into the Mirror Force when he still had that card in hand. Like, I think a lot of times people are they're gonna behave like that, where like if they have a big blowout card in their hand, like Gores, that's just like big shot cards that they could lose to. You have to banish that Greffer, right? Did you discard it? No, it was Plague. You had to banish the Plague. That's really good for us. Okay, so Plague Spreader Zombie is no longer a threat. We have a DD Crow, so even if he goes into his third rematch, it says rematch. No, I'm far too scared of EEV. So yeah, we got EEV'd there. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. That was a cool match. I think that was a cool match. A lot of bad things happened to us, and we still 2-0'd. I think that shows off really that even with like EEV, like we actually have a pretty good matchup against this Norleras deck. Even with getting Norleras, we have a pretty good matchup. Like just top decking Miracle Fertilizer, like the fact that you have really high quality top decks like that in your deck, it counts for a lot. Like Norleras can do a lot. These decks can do a lot after this card resolves. You know, they can use some value tricks. They have all sorts of powerful top decks. Dark Creator is insane, but so do we. You know, so do we. And if you want to play the top decking war, you got to keep in mind that I am an auspicious fellow. You know, the auspices. Is that a word? Is that a word? Auspices. That's the word of the day. A divine or prophetic token. That's right. We got all the auspices when it comes to top decking. Praise be. All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely kind of went a little long there. I definitely got a little bit rambling. I thought it was really fun getting absolutely demolished by that other plant deck, and I think it was absolutely very, very cool that, you know, I had an Eradicator Epidemic Virus theme for our replay review, and then jumping into the live duels, we ran into EEV again. You know, speaking of auspices, that definitely is one. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow with some very, very new and exciting and fresh, shameless, hype beast Gigavise content. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sundays, and I will see you very soon. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that friggin' like button. Leave a comment. Let me know if you learned that auspices is a word today. I think it's you know, here, let's talk about auspiciousness. I think it's a really, really good concept. Me personally, I think that luck is just not a real thing. It's not a real thing. I've heard it maybe described that in like some East Asian countries, the idea of luck is different than the Western idea of luck. It's kind of like, you know, oh, if you're going to gamble, you're going to like kind of like, and I know I'm butchering this, so if you understand it better than me, please let me know. But it's kind of like it's like a stat almost, like in Fallout. It's like you have a luck stat, but it's not luck the way that Americans might think of it. Where it's like, oh, it's just lucky, it's random. It's more like almost like tied into karma, or, you know, like the favor of God or gods, depending on what you believe in, you know. And I think that is definitely something that I'm more in line with. I don't think anything is random. I'm definitely a everything happens for a reason person. And I know, you know, playing a high variance card game, maybe that seems, you know, a little bit obnoxious of me to be rejecting luck. But I truly believe that, you know, if you win a game of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's because you deserved to win that game of Yu-Gi-Oh. And if you lose a game of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's because you deserved to lose. And I think that helps me when I lose matches of Yu-Gi-Oh. That helps me. I'm saying, okay, I lost that match because I deserve to lose. Now, sometimes that's because I blatantly misplayed, but other times, you know, I think there's forces in the universe beyond my perception that have determined that I do not deserve to win the game. And I'm okay with that. What can I say? All right, enough preaching. Even if it is Sunday, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. This has been Dionysus, aka Young Puds, with shameless hypebeast Gigavise content.